Hello students, this is Pharma College Jawasa campus lecture class on the course Business Research Methods for both accounting and the finance students. And again, it is for management students by instructor Tobu Jacob, academic year 2020. This course has credit hour 3 and thus own course description. The course is designed to help you understand the nature, purposes and application of research in general and that of business research in particular. It proceeds with introducing types of research, the difference between basic and action research, steps need to be followed in research, the definition of research problem, and preparation of research proposal. The course presents proper quotation of reference materials in order to avoid common mistakes. Those common mistakes are observed among students when quoting or citing materials in text or putting them in the list of references. The course also discusses sampling and its techniques, measurement and scaling techniques, the common methods of data collection and processing, and finally analysis also included. Dear students, since this course is practical course, as a student, you are required to identify the research title of your interest, and you are required to prepare a reputable or sound research proposal at the end. So I expect from you at the end of this course, you as a student required to prepare a soundable research proposal on the area of business. So let's come to part chapter 1. It is the introductory part of research. There is question. It says, what's research? The term research consists of two words. Research, which is re and search, means here we do have the two words re summed with the word search. We might get here what search and re. So re means again and again, and the search means to find out something which is hidden. That searchable thing is, can be any problem, can be any business problem, can be a country problem. So that problem is considered as a research problem. So it's better to see here the process of research. For example, here we do have a person, and finally here we have conclusion. This person try to observe any phenomena. This phenomena can be any occurrence, can be any fact, or can be incident. So this person or individual can be a company, country, or the one who searches or the one who tries to search a given hidden thing. So this is a problem or a fact, an incident, or any happening, and this individual can try to observe this phenomena again and again. The individual can try to collect some related data. This data is reliable to what? The phenomena. So after collecting this data, the researcher, the one who searches the problem, or the one who is a so-called researcher can't try to analyze this collected data. After analyzing this data, he may just try to reach to what? Final conclusion. So, in short, this is the process of what? Research. How research can be done. So, the research is a process of which a person, an individual, can try to observe the phenomena, means the problem, again and again, from different angles, and collect some related data. And on the basis of collected data, the researcher can draws or reaches towards some conclusion. Here, we do have scholars' definition cited below. It's better to see the scholar's definition. For example, according to Robert Rose, he defined as research, it is recording and analysis of evidences for the purpose of gaining knowledge. So when somebody can do just research for the purpose of what? Gaining knowledge. This is according to what? Robert Rose. According to Fred Kringer, research is an organized inquiry, an organized investigation. When we say an inquiry, it is simply to mean that any investigation and designed and carried out to provide information for solving what? Problem. So why research is needed according to Fred Kringer? It is for the sake of solving a problem. According to Francis Rummel, research is careful inquiry, a careful investigation, a careful digging or examination to discover new information, to have or to earn what? New information on a relationship, and to expand and verify the existing knowledge. So for verification of what? The existing knowledge. The existing knowledge. It's not only just acquiring or gaining or having any knowledge. Here, in order to verify what? The existing knowledge. Again, also for the matter of, or for the purpose of here, what? Discovering new information, according to Francis Rummel. According to Clifford Woody, research comprises or research can embrace of defining and redefining problem for the sake of what? Defining and redefining the research problem, formulating any hypothesis. So this formulating problem means, you know, any dilemma or any difficulty behind in your organization, behind on you, behind on your company, behind on what? Your country, or suggest a solution, making deduction and reaching conclusion finally. So this is according to what? Clifford Woody. So in short, research is the search for what? Knowledge through scientific and systematic method of defining or finding a given solution for the case. So on evaluating those definitions, you as a student, you may try to conclude the research refers to the systematic method consisting of formulating any dilemma or difficulty, formulating a hypothesis. When you just try to formulate a hypothesis, which is simply to mean that a tentative, generalization about the nature of the problem under the investigation, or this hypothesis can be statements which is needed to be proved or disproved through what? The research that you do. And here thirdly, you may just try to collect what? Some related data which is reliable for what you're searching. And finally, you may just try to analyze that collected data. In general, you have what? Conclusion. So this is what research is. Let's come to the second part, which is chapter 1, subtopic 2. It is, research method versus methodology part. Dear students, here you may just think some sort of what? Differences between research methods versus methodology. It's good. I do have a question to raise for you. Do you know that there is difference between a research method and methodology? It's good. Researchers use them interchangeably, but they are actually different. So there is some sort of what difference between them. It's better to see, firstly, the definition. Here, research methods may be understood as all those methods or techniques that are used for conduction of research. So research methods are what? The techniques, or they may be what? Procedures or schemes or steps which are used in what? Research, or which are used for what? Any procedure which is used for what? Conduction of research. So research methods thus refers to the methods of the researchers used in performing research operation or any research doing. So research methods are defined as procedure or technique. Those procedures or techniques are applied by the researcher to undertake what? The research work. So they are essentially planned, scientific, and valued neutral. Research method is a way to systematically solve the research problem. May be understood as a science of studying how research done scientifically. So it is a systematic way to solve a problem. This problem can be inside of your company, inside of in your school. So the problem which is related to your study area or in your work area. Maybe that can be company or business entity or business firms or schools, universities, country itself. May be understood as a science of studying how research is done scientifically. So it's a system of method. So we might get, research method is inside of what? Research methodology. Or a research method, is the constitute of methodology. So it is a system of method which is used scientifically for solving the research problem. It is a science of studying how research is to be carried out. Essentially, the procedure by which researchers go about their work of describing, explaining, predicting any phenomena, which is so-called research methodology. So it is defined as a study of methods by which knowledge is gained. It's aimed to give the work plan of research. Some scholar says, the research methodology is a so-called work plan of the research. This research methodology is a so-called work plan of what? The research. So, research not only need to know how to develop certain indices or tests, how to calculate the mean, the mode, the median, or the study deviation, or chi-square, how to apply particular research technique, but they need to know which those methods or techniques are relevant and which are not, and what would they mean and indicate and why. So there is from what has been stated above, we can simply say that research methodology has many dimensions, and the research methods do constitute a part of research methodology. The scope of research methodology is wider than that of the research. That is why I called before research method is the constitute of what? The constitute of a research methodology. Or we might get research method is inside of this research method is and inside of research methodology. In simple words, we may say research methods are considered under the domain of what? Research methodology. So we look or we observe this research methods on what? Research methodology. Let's come to the objectives of research. Dear students, why you do research? What's the basic objective under the research? It's good. We do have the general objective and here what? Some specific objectives which are mentioned under what? The research, why you do. So, at the end, what you just try to achieve after completing your research work. So, the main aim of research is to find what? Out the truth which is hidden. This hidden thing can be concealed things or the thing which is out of your citation. These hidden things are the problems, They are out of your citation or the problem which is unknown and which is not been discovered as what yet or until now. So, or in fact that each research study has its own specific purpose. We may think of research objectives as following into a number of following broad groupings. For example, here the first specific purpose. Why you just try to do research is to gain familiarity. To gain what? Familiarity. To become what? Expertise. A good, smart expertise. On the area of what? The phenomena. On the area of the problem. Or to have what? To gain awareness, Or to have experience on the problem area. Or to achieve finally new insights at the end. So this is the first specific purpose that you try to achieve at the final. The second objective or specific objective is to accurately portray. Means you may just try to accurately describe or represent or show the characteristics of what? Particular individual or situation or a group. So in order to I said here before, to accurately portray means you try to describe the characteristics of the particular individual, the particular problem, the particular situation, the particular happening or a group. Since here we do have portray word, it is simply to mean that to describe. So here we do have describing what? It is a so-called descriptive research you do. The third specific objective is to determine the frequency with which something occurs. The frequency, the rate of what? The rate of what? Recurrence or the rate in order to check the regularity of something or in order to check the rate of something occurs with which it is associated with something else. So in this case you do some sort of diagnostic research studies. Because you check what? The frequency, the rates. The fourth specific purpose or objective is to test the hypothesis of causal relationship between variables. In order to check what? The existence of fundamental relationship between variables, any affecting variable, So, this is the fourth specific purpose of what? Research. So, this above thing is, some simple lecture class for you, and it is enough for this time. For the next class, we will try to look classification and the types of research. Until that, Have a nice time. Have a nice study time. Bye bye. Thank you very much for your good attending or good listening.